Slow Coon, I am. I say I am. Mr. Superfax. These can't be real people, dog. I think it's just like a handful of I think it's only like a handful of real people in here, man. I think it's only a handful of real people in this realm. And I think everybody else is just a fucking bot. They're just running a program. Because I'm on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and I'm scrolling. And it's just like everybody's complaining. We're all complaining about the same thing. Living in a fake world. We're all complaining about having to deal with narcissists. We're all complaining about the same thing. Trying to fucking change ourselves for somebody that doesn't even deserve us. Losing ourselves in the process. Completely not valuing ourselves, our soul, our spirit, our essence. To try to fit into their bullshit. You know what I mean? And these people can't be real. There's no way. There's no way possible. Like when I go to the gym, like it don't matter. Just in life in general, everybody is just like, I don't know. Where I'm from, bro, like I said, I'm from Jersey, the tri-state. The energy over here, and it's been like this, like, you know, my whole life basically, but people are just so fucking just in their own world. They don't fucking they don't really care about nothing else, bro. Like I go to the gym and it's like you would think it's you know, people would be talking to each other. I go to the gym, all these fucking NPCs have these wireless fucking headphones on. They all have these Beats or these Apple wireless headphones on. And everybody, we already know, I can't even wear wireless anything. I can't wear Bluetooth anything because I would get the worst fucking headaches, bro. Every single day. Whatever fucking waves is coming through, the techno, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's not healthy at all. I was getting fucking migraines wearing those you know, I was wearing the AirPods. My shit was rocking. And then I had the wireless Beats. I had all of them shits. But I kept getting the worst headaches, and then when I stopped wearing them, it went away. But I go to the gym and everybody is just all just, it's just the bot fucking starter kit. Like everybody's wearing the fucking headphones and then with the fucking yoga pants. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh my God. And everybody's just at the gym. I really need to get those fucking Meta glasses, man. I really need to get those, bro. But everybody's just at the gym, just with a blank fucking face. And it's just like, it makes me feel like, bro, I'm like, dude, am I the only fucking person alive here? Like, it's insane, bro. You feel like, and I feel like a piece of shit if I even smile at somebody. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? You know what I mean? This sucks, bro. This shit is trash, man. I think these are fucking like, either these are like I guess you can consider every vibration, like every level of vibration, its own, I don't know, like its own type of thing, because it's just weird, man. It's just weird, bro. Like this whole reality is just all fucked up, man. It's just all fucked up. I went to go record. I was on the phone with this kid, you know, like I've known this kid since high school. Would call him a friend, but after what this nigga just said to me, I'm like, yeah, you might can get stabbed in Grand Theft Auto. But he calls me. I don't really call nobody. So just for the record, if I call you, because I don't call nobody. Whenever I talk to people, it's because they call me for the most part. So if I call you, just understand, I actually give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest. But this kid calls me. Mind you, he's in a situation right now where he's dating a fucking psychopath. The bitch already put her hands on him, just scratched him up, tried to attack him with a knife. She done called the police on the dude for no reason. And then just a couple of days ago, she told the dude, I'm gonna kill you. She told him to his face. She said, I'm gonna kill you. So, and then the dude calls me and he's like, I'm scared, man. I'm scared. He's like, this isn't a game. I'm scared. I'm like, bro, don't call my phone telling me you scared of a bitch. Like, that's just, I can't even, like, now we get into the point where it's like, I can't be friends with you. And then today, it kind of fucking, I'll be honest, if the nigga was in front of me, I would have fucking stabbed this nigga in Grand Theft Auto. Dead ass. So he got all of this stuff going on in his real personal life. These are things that should be his priority on every level, especially emotionally, right? So this dude calls me and then he starts talking about fucking Charlie Kirk. I didn't bring Charlie Kirk up, but I said, fuck Charlie Kirk. I don't give a fuck about Charlie Kirk. Who the fuck is he? What has he done for me? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, he doesn't affect, whatever happened to Charlie Kirk doesn't affect my life or your life. So this dude just starts fucking going. He just starts doing what the average person fucking does, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just starts doing what the average person does. He starts doing exactly what the mainstream media, okay, wants you to do. I tried to fuck, like, before I could even record, like just record the conversation so y'all can hear this shit, the nigga went full NPC, bro. He went full NPC on me. You know what I mean? Out of all people, and I'm the only nigga that give this nigga real advice and everything. So I tell this dude, like, I'm like, listen, I heard that this Charlie Kirk dude said that Trayvon Martin was the aggressor. Like basically he started the shit with George Zimmerman. And I'm like, I don't care about black and white, dog. That dude, I told him, I said, right or wrong, George Zimmerman was told to stand the fuck down and leave that boy alone. And he did the exact opposite. And this dude was like, yeah, but that don't matter. I'm like, hold the fuck up. What you mean that don't matter? If that was my son or my brother or my friend and somebody was trying to, approach them and they were told to leave that person alone and they still, bro, I'm like, bro, it's over. Your whole bloodline is getting flatlined in Grand Theft Auto, pulling up on your whole family in Grand Theft Auto. Okay, so there's nothing for that. And here gonna come people. Well, it was a hoax. I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about a real life situation. If somebody was told stand down, and they still proceeded, I'ma come back and take care of the rest of this. You know what I mean? That's wrong. We talking about right and wrong. We're not talking about left and right. We're not talking about white or black. We talking about right or wrong. And you know what I'm saying? In that scenario. So Charlie Kirk said that, from what they saying, it Charlie, because I don't listen to Charlie Kirk, never did, but they said Charlie Kirk was basically saying that Trayvon Martin was wrong. And I'm like, you're full of shit. So it's a couple things that he said that I'm like, man, fuck this. I don't care about this dude. And he's not a truther. He's not a truth seeker. He's not one of us. He's not a conspiracy theorist. Okay? You know, these people that's constantly talking about, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist. Fuck them. When they die, piss on their grave. Because this entire fucking world, everything is a conspiracy. And And that's the problem. They don't want you to have critical thinking to where you can come up with a fucking logical theory. Everything is a conspiracy since the beginning of time. People have been conspiring since the beginning of time, and they want us brain dead so that we can't come up with theories about the world that we're literally enslaved in. Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, seriously, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? That's what pisses me off. That's just like Super Saiyan gaslighting right there. Like, no, I'm incapable of being that fucking stupid. I'm incapable of being that fucking brain dead. So this dude is like, yeah, Charlie Kirk is, that's my boy. You know what I'm saying? He's like, Charlie Kirk, that's my boy, you know, all of this shit. I'm like, you never even met the dude. He's a stranger to you. See, this is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. People fucking literally are using real life emotions for strangers. So this kid is like, you know, and I told him he's white, you know, and I told him, I said, white people, when it comes to, like, white people are not qualified to play the victim ever. After slavery and all of this other fucking satanic shit, white people, stop. Because now we live in this world where it's like, you know, white people are playing the victim. And it's like, bro, y'all know what y'all did. Don't even try that shit. Just gracefully bow out. Just be like, you know what? Y'all got it. If it's y'all turn, well, you know what I'm saying? Black people ate it. All these other people ate it when it was their turn to be slaves. Now it's your turn to go through some fucked up shit in the media. It's not even as serious as it was. You know what I'm saying? White people can't even handle it. Let's just be for real. I'm talking about, like, what, ignorant white folk. Let's just call it what it is. I'm not talking about, you know, my fellow soul family people. I'm talking about ignorant white folk that's ruled by their emotions, so they allowing the CIA and this bullshit propaganda to hurt their little feelings and shit. Okay, meanwhile, black people was getting fucking raped, murdered, sold, eaten for how many decades, if not centuries? Like, let's just stop. So you would think an intelligent white person would be like, you know what? I'm gonna sit this one out, and especially if they weren't a slave owner. If that white person, if I'm talking to a white person, I told him, I said, I'm pretty sure you. I'm like, were you a slave owner, nigga? I'm pretty sure you don't come from a family of slave owners. So why are you getting so mad that I'm saying white people can't play the victim? I'm like, bro, you coming off real weird, bro. You coming off. See, that's that weird energy, because this conversation ain't about white or black. It's about right and wrong. And nobody deserves to be fucking, nobody's birthright is to be enslaved. The fuck is you talking about? See, that's why people, anyway, so he gets all in his fifis, he gets all in his emotions, and you know, he got mad because he couldn't counter it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, give me one example of how Charlie Kirk's death affects your personal life. And he couldn't fucking give me a reason. And then he gets mad and throws a temper tantrum. The first time I really seen him, like, act like this, you know what I'm saying? I've known this kid for like maybe like 10, 15 years. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling him, I'm like, bro, I don't expect you to get it right now. You'll get it tomorrow or 5 years or 10 years from now. I don't expect you to get it right now. You know, that's how you got to talk to certain people that's not on your fucking level. Let's just be honest. I don't expect you to understand the truth right now, even though you claim to care so much about the truth. You claim to be a fucking truther. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's the craziest part about this shit. But the same people that tell you, oh, you need to wake up. The same people that tell you need to wake up. That bitch calling me all day, bro. The same people that be telling you to wake up be the same people that's like, that can't handle the truth. Huh? The same people that be telling you to wake up be the same people that can't handle the fucking truth. Lord have mercy, right? So anyway, this kid, he could not give me one fucking reason. And it's always the same shit. That's why I'm going to come out with a podcast one day, and it's going to be called Too Much Truth. Because I hit niggas over the head with so much logic. It's like a fucking Deontay Wilder right hook to the fucking cranium, to the crown chakra. And they literally just can't they can't have nothing to respond with. Because now I didn't fucking knock them upside of their cognitive dissonance. Okay? They Stockholm syndrome. Okay? These people that think they smarter than they really are. Okay? That Dunning-Kruger if any fucking way. So he couldn't come up with a reason why Charlie Kirk's death affected his life at all. Mind you, like I said, this dude is fucking damn near about to be homeless. His bitch is about to either kill him or get him locked up. And he worried about Charlie Kirk. You see what I'm saying? So he responds to me, and all I did was tell the truth. And he starts fucking going off and shit. And then he's like, you know, like, and then he says, like, suck my, you know, he was like, what are you talking about, man? He was like, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Suck my dick. That's some bullshit. I'm like, hold on. Because where I'm from, that's the most disrespectful thing you could say as a man to another man. Okay? So I'm like, hold on. So if the nigga was in front of me, I would have had to put in work. But because niggas always talk tough on the phone, when they in front of you, you know what it is. People love to talk. People love to say disrespectful things on the phone, and then when you be right in their face, they don't say those same things. And that's one of the things right there. That's a red flag that you always need to pay attention to. If somebody, don't be around people that talk to you disrespectfully on the phone, but they don't have that same energy in real life. Disrespect me in real life. So then I have that. That's the rules of engagement. Disrespect me in real life so that now I can respond the same way you can initiate disrespect. Give me the opportunity to respond to the disrespect. But when you talk crazy on the phone, you just a sucker. You know what I mean? You a lame for that. Like, you really just a pussy ass bitch for that. So I'm like, hold on. We not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you might want to take that back. You might want to take that back because, you know, you're not, you know what I mean? We not doing that. So, you know, his little way of rolling it back or walking it back or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. We are all fucking prisoners, and they got us fighting each other about the dumbest shit instead of working together to escape the prison. And it's so fucking pathetic that people would rather argue about fucking a Charlie Kirk or whatever the fuck, a Donald Trump, whoever, instead of using that same energy and fucking getting off your fucking ass, logging off the internet, deleting all your social media, and fucking hitting up people and say, yo, let's meet up in real life. Let's grow our own food. Let's build our own shelter. You know what I'm saying? Let's create our own medicine, so on and so forth. And that was the purpose of the internet. That's why the internet is one of the biggest weapons, if not the biggest weapon, of the United States government, CIA, fucking Satan himself. Right now, let's have a real conversation. Because every single fucking time I scroll to another video, It's a person talking about, did you know this? Did you know that? It's all of these conspiracy theory know-it-alls that have zero. Okay, now that you know this information, what are you going to do about it? Besides argue on the internet. Now that you know this information, what are you going to do about it? And nobody has a fucking answer for that question. Because why? Because they're all pussies. And they're all grifters. And they're all cowards. And people complain, but they don't want change. It's as simple as that. Now, I was setting up my phone so that I can start playing videos while I'm live. You know what I'm saying? But that is what it is. Let me see. Because I made a new page that I'm only doing for, like, you know, I'm gonna try to, you know, do something different, because my channel is dead. They didn't kill my channel. So it is what it is. Let me see. They talking about, oh, they came out with a book a day before Charlie Kirk died. Who cares? Who the fuck cares? You know what I mean? Let me see something. Charlie Kirk completely destroyed the myth of white privilege. Like, look at this. The myth of white privilege. Once again, this is a lost Negro right here. These ain't real people. They can't be. And Instagram doesn't let you fucking pause videos. I don't know. Instagram is fucking useless, man. But check this out. This dude in the beginning destroyed the myth of white privilege. This bozo is wearing a fucking, once again, it's a cult. He's wearing a Make America Great Again hat with pride and honor. Good job. You're in a cult. You drank the Kool-Aid, you stupid Negro. Like, what? And we talking about white privilege. Once again, another dead-end, useless rabbit hole. Out of all the rabbit holes you want to climb down, you want to sit here, you're a grown man, you want to sit here and talk about white privilege. You a bozo. You a fucking clown, bro. America, a third world country, and you want to sit here and talk about white privilege. Completely destroy the myth of white privilege.
You're white, you're privileged, you're Christian. How can you argue these things when you don't understand what, like, an oppressed individual, like, you know, is going through?
White privilege is a myth and a lie and should be completely destroyed. It's rooted in racism. It is a racist idea. It is a racist idea. Why don't they ever talk about Asian American privilege? Asian Americans were widely discriminated against in the 1940s and 50s. We treated them horribly and put them in internment camps. Then through a series of decades of making good choices, they've now become the richest per capita subracial group in America. I never hear about Asian American privilege. I never hear about people getting so upset that all the Asian Americans are getting the PhDs or the degrees or all the good jobs in California, yet they're trying to target white people. Here comes the basis of it. If they're trying to balkanize this country and break us into different subracial groups, that is the definition of racism. They say, oh, you don't understand me because you're a white, privileged Christian. Well, isn't that exactly what the definition of racism is? Charlie Kirk.
Thing is, bro, these like new weird white people, like these new weird ass white people that's brainwashed and shit, they want to be slaves so bad. Like, in their brain, they want to be slaves so bad. But like, for how many hundreds of years, you fucking literally bombed how many fucking not just black, but you destroy, like, what are you talking about? We go back to the Native Americans. Like, what are you talking about? Like, seriously, like, what are you talking about? You've literally destroyed, eradicated. Like, what are you talking about? White privilege is real. Yeah, like, what are you talking about? Yes, white privilege is real. What do you, there's nothing to talk about.
The leftist, because you only...
This nigga's a clown. What are you talking about? Yeah, there's situations where a motherfucker will get pulled over because they're a minority. And then they'll get whatever ticket or whatever the fuck, or they go to jail or some shit because if it was a white person, you know what I'm saying? The judge might look like that person and be like, all right, let me cut him some slack. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Just like there's black stereotypes, there's fucking white stereotypes and Asian stereotypes and whatever the fuck. But the bigger conversation is, why the fuck are we wasting our energy and time talking about this? Just like the fucking this the fucking shape of the earth. This is all, yo, it's insane, bro. Look at this. Look at this. And I want y'all to pay attention to how much energy these people are putting into this shit, bro. Fire, bro. But just pay attention to how, like, yo, you're a fucking idiot. You're literally, like, they're eating off your energy. Look at this shit.
Not assassinated because he was political. He was eliminated because he broke the silence contract. Give me 60 seconds and we'll break down the moment he crossed the line. On the surface, this looks like another political hit, but here's what activated his execution. He started threading Epstein's network out loud, not just speculation, real connections, Mossad, US politicians, foreign blackmail. Then he hosted a fair debate with a Zionist. He was not hateful, he was surgical. That's when they called him anti-Semitic, not for hate, but for breaking narrative control. When you decode Babylon, they don't debate you, they delete you. Here's why this was military, not civilian. This wasn't some angry leftist with a gun. It was field level precision. Neck shot, mid-speech, in public. Plane leaves the airspace, disables tracking, then turns it back on. Multiple fake shooters reported. That's a mimic tactic. Classic covert play. Confuse the crowd, flood the feed, delay the truth until everyone forgets. This was not about Charlie. It was about you. If they can kill the face
There
of
you
the
go.
resistance, they hope the body will shut down. But the
There you go.
144,000 don't go quiet.
Ah!
Rebuild. Seal your nervous
This
system.
nigga here.
Decode the operation. Anchor the scroll. I promise you, Babylon's blueprint is cracking. The fear ritual did not work. Why? Because sovereigns don't broadcast fear. We collapse it. This assassination was not red versus blue. It was a pressure valve. When too much truth leaks out, Babylon hits the kill switch. But that only works when you forget that you're the firewall. If they can do this in plain sight, what else have they done that you have not decoded yet? Don't just comment, don't just repost, scan your field. This isn't commentary, this is war. Remember,
War.
Charlie was the warning.
A
You
warning.
are the response.
Right.
Members of Congress
Right.
actively being blackmailed. The Epstein playbook is being used on a daily basis.
Ah!
Jeffrey Epstein was not a financier. He was not a hedge fund manager. Jeffrey Epstein was a key player in a multi-decade blackmail operation against the most powerful people on the planet.
Charlie Kirk.
So there's they got the Epstein rabbit hole. He said, I bet she's vaxxed, right? That's the first thing you need to ask somebody, bro. Dead ass. Did you get that government dope up in you? That's the first question you need to ask niggas. Second of all, anybody remember this? What they said years ago when Donald Trump got banned off the internet. What'd they say? Oh, here's the narrative, because they repeat the same shit. That's how they repeat these lies in the programming, and that's how they get you under that brainwash. That's how they brainwash you under mind control. That's a form of MK Ultra. Like, so what happened before? They said, oh, the narrative was if they can censor Donald Trump, they can censor you. No, they can't. No, they can't. Because I don't give a fuck about the internet, you pussy. You fucking bitch. You fucking coward. Because you know why? Because I'm outside. I'm outside. They can only censor fucking cowards that's scared to walk outside. I live outside. So here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. The narrative is if they can get him out of here, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck dumb shit she said. If this can happen to him, it can happen to you. No, it can't. Because your dumb ass can't even prove. You're going to sit up here. She said in the video, this is a ritual. She going to sit up here. This is a ritual. Look. This was a ritual. She can't even prove if the nigga is really dead. And when they do these rituals, these Freemasons and these fucking just losers, these eyes wide shut losers, when they do these rituals, a lot of it is an act. A lot of it is like they're acting out, you know what I'm saying, a story. You know, they're not really dying. Let's have a real conversation. So it don't matter if he's dead or not. Let me be honest. And then lastly, once again, she sat up here. She gave all the 144,000. She sat up here. She's a know-it-all. Another conspiracy theory know-it-all. Whatever. Fuck, I gotta come up with a name for these people. Fake woke know-it-all. Right? But what are you building? What's your solution? What are you building? What are you building? Are you getting people together to create a community? Or have you bought land? What are you building? What are you doing? Where are you encouraging to take the next step? You know what I'm saying? And once again, I don't know what the fuck that was. I don't know if that was like a young Roseanne Jr. Like, I don't know what that was, bro. I don't know what that thing was. Respectfully. Voice deeper than mine, shit.
But yeah, I mean, this would make... How many genders are there?
I just happened to be pregnant.
And I seen some wild shit. Like I said, I'm gonna set this phone up. But I seen some wild shit, bro. It was like a video of this woman, and she said, you know, like she was like 5 or 6 years ago, my father raped me, and I chose to keep the baby, and then and her son was right there with her. She was at like a rally or something, I don't know. And then she was like, I chose to keep the baby. And then the baby, you know, the boy was right there, and then everybody started applauding and cheering and shit. And it's like, excuse me? Now we're rooting for, like, what? This is an incest pep rally? What are we doing here? I mean, bro, this is idiocracy, dog. This is like, it's honestly, it's funny. Like, when you watch the movie and you on the outside of it looking in, it's like, yo, this is hilarious. But once you realize we're living in idiocracy, it's actually fucking terrifying. When we didn't come up in this shit, when we was brought up, we was taught to be intelligent. We was taught to be smart. We was taught to think outside the box. You know what I'm saying? We was taught to be decent. Let's have a real conversation. You know, and then now this world, they didn't fuck something up. The CERN didn't fuck something up, you know, and then now everything is fucking stupid, gay, retarded, and just pointless. Everything. There's no meaning to life anymore. That's how much like society has just like, it's just become like the degenerates run this world now. Like, let's just have a real conversation, bro. Degenerates are winning right now. Check the scoreboard, bro.
It goes to the point where, if, for example, if I have less ability sometimes online to criticize the Israeli government without backlash than actual Israelis do. It's
It's been
almost
so
as if
unfair.
you-
They were coming after you after Turning Point for, among other
Oh,
things,
it's so-
that you had Dave Smith there. Dave Smith is allowed to
Questioning my-
criticize Israel. You had both sides. The Israeli side was
You're not allowed to,
overrepresented.
though. No, you're not allowed to. It's even worse than that. It goes to the point where, if, for example, if I have less ability sometimes online to criticize the Israeli government without backlash than actual Israelis do. It's
It's been
almost
so-
as if
So the thing is this. We have a problem here. Like, whatever the fuck is going on with is Israeli people and whatever the fuck is going on over there, because you're not allowed to say the J word. But whatever is going on, what is happening is they're taking our tax money, that our hard-earned fucking money they steal out of our paychecks, okay? And they're stealing our fucking own money from us and giving it to fucking Israel. That's what's happening. So what is the solution? Stop going to fucking work. And that's the first video I ever made. Stop going to work. And you tell these people, you tell your government, you say, we're not funding them anymore. We're not going back to work. Fuck it. We'll just starve together. I mean, damn. We'll just starve together. You know what I'm saying? He does look like the Seth dude. And he looks on half the time he look like a girl too. But that's the thing, bro. People ain't never gonna fucking be unified like that. Humanity or the peasant class, the slave class ain't never gonna be on code like that. They ain't never the slave class will never be on code to the point where we be like, we not fucking dealing with this shit no more, man. We not coming to work. We not buying a motherfucking thing until you stop sending our tax money to this fucking dumbass people over there. That's it. But people won't do that. People won't do that. People won't, you know what I'm saying, boycott the IRS or the Federal Reserve. People won't do shit, bro. People won't come together and buy land and just say, yo, we gonna do what we supposed to do is live off the land. Ain't nobody trying to be out here and try to really, you know, teach people how to become sovereign, like sovereign citizens, using your birth certificate and shit like that. I mean, your social security number and shit. Like, nobody trying to do nothing. Everybody is literally, including myself, okay, waking up in the fucking morning and going to fucking work and getting taxed and getting taxed the fucking hell out of our fucking work, getting paid fucking crumbs, and continuing to fucking participate in this rigged ass satanic simulation realm, bro. It don't make no fucking sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm about to come out with some t-shirts because because I'm tired of this shit, bro, because I'm tired of this shit, bro. Everybody on Instagram and social media is talking about all of this fucked up shit and doing all these exposures and shit, but ain't nobody doing nothing about it. It don't make no sense. Oh, it's this one dude. He's a fucking clown. This dude is a fucking clown. Let me see. I forget his name. Angel Eye or something. I don't fucking know. Angel Eye or Angel something. I'm on a new phone, so I gotta. Bear with me, y'all. The next time I come up on here, I'm gonna have all the videos ready to go. Forget this goofy nigga name, bro. Damn, I got mad shit. All this goofy shit.
इसका कॉन्सेप्ट क्या मैं बताता हूँ मेरे को भी मैसेज
Oh, these the hand signs right here. Can't even read the shit. I'm trying to say this is it.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. Illuminati का आपने मुझे बता रहे.
The United States is owned by foreign corporations. Nixon opened it up for foreign trade. And when Nixon opened up for foreign trade, the people of Europe and the common market and Spain and different places, they don't care about the United States forest. And in short, the United States has been sold out by people who really don't care for anything but money. I've had all the money in the world 3 times. I had to give it back to keep the game going.
What game?
The game. It's a game. Money is a game. It's only real to the people who work for it. The people that don't need to work for money, it's a monopoly game. It's a game of paper. It's all on paper. I've got a production company, and I've got a recording company, and I've got a mansion in Beverly Hills, and I've got Rolls Royces and Ferraris. I've got everything money can buy, but it's all on paper. Everything's done through the companies and through the tax loopholes, and the people that live on that level, they don't care about the average honest mule that just goes back and forwards to work. They don't care about the children that are in the streets that are thrown out of this upper echelon of existence. And then when all the children fall down into me on my level, I pretty much identify with them because I was a throwaway also. So it goes to the point of, do you really care?
When you
And who
said
does care? And if anybody cares, they're considered crazy. I've been 15 years in the nutwood for trying to stop the trees from being cut down, from trying to rearrange a lifestyle of a bunch of people who don't want to change. But they're going to change because the cold wind is blowing. The United States is owned by foreign corporations.
So that's George Bush, brother. Who is this? This Manson dude, or who the fuck is this? So it's like, it's cool, like, it's cool, like, but niggas been saying this forever. This is nothing new. Like, people have been exposing the fucking, the elites can expose themselves first. They expose themselves first, and then people that's paying attention, point it out, and then the sheep dismiss it, you know. But this has been going on forever, but the only thing is there's never been any action. There's never been any real fucking action. It's fucking retarded. You know?
I see 415,000 low orbit satellites. Bill Gates says his 65,000 satellites alone will be able to look at every square inch of the planet 24 hours a
Did you
day.
just hear that? Did y'all just hear that? But meanwhile, so if that's the case, if they'll be able to see every square inch of the earth. So that means there should never be another child that goes missing ever again, right? Because that means they'll be able to actually track these children where they're being abducted to. Doesn't that make any sense? So if that's the case, these satellites will solve human trafficking, the biggest fucking business. People, human beings, man, are straight evil, and that's why I say these people can't be real. These people can't be real. Are they nothing like us? And this nigga throat be making my throat hurt, man. This nigga voice be making my throat hurt. Shit.
Bill Gates
Fucked
says
up throat,
in
man.
5 years we're going to see 415,000 low orbit satellites. Bill Gates says his 65,000 satellites alone will be able to look at every square inch of the planet 24 hours a day. They're putting in 5G to harvest our data and control our behavior. Digital currency that will allow them to punish us from a distance and cut off our food supply. Vaccine passports. In 5 years, we're going to see 4.
And like the dude was saying, money is only real to the people that actually got to get up and go work it every day. To the people that got to get up and actually fucking get up early in the morning to work all night, that's the only people that is money to. To other people that do, that got their money invested, or they trust fund babies, or their parents, or whatever, their family fucking stole money and hoarded other people's resources and shit. And now it's just that their money just sits in a bank and they collect interest on it. It's just numbers to them. But for us, it's the money. When we get paid, that shit is a direct representation of our literal fucking sweat. Our fucking, it's not a game. It's not a game, dude. It's not a game. Being underpaid, come on, man. And that's why they don't care. Because they don't have to go to work. They don't have to do no real labor. They don't have to fucking worry about when they get, when the fuck is payday so I can afford to eat type shit. They live their whole fucking life on fucking cruise control financially. Let's have a real conversation.
I have had long conversations over the past 2 weeks with...
I don't even know if I'm going to be able to keep this video up, nigga.
Porter's Marine Corps. And I made it absolutely clear in both cases that it is 100% certain that 9/11 was a Mossad operation.
I can't even show that.
And what
I can't even... Am I allowed to play this? Am I allowed to play this? Fucking punk ass... punk ass fucking YouTube. And I seen something where they said Israel. Let me see if I can find it. Man, I miss having a computer so bad, man. I miss having a computer so bad, bro. Project Nimbus. If anybody gives a fuck. Project Nimbus. $1.2 billion cloud computing deal. What is it? In 2021, Google and Amazon signed a joint $1.2 billion contract with the Israeli government and military to provide cloud computing services. The project, named Project Nimbus, offers advanced AI and machine learning tools, data storage, and analytics to various Israeli ministries. With an estimated $520 million in revenue from the Ministry of Defense alone. Does anybody give a fuck about this, man? This is the United States of Israel. We might as well all go out and get a kufi. Or whatever the fuck it's called. A yarmulke. You imagine a YN? You imagine a YN nigga wearing a shiesty with the yarmulke on? Oh, Lord. I'm not making any money today. All right. Critics, including Google employees and human rights organizations, have raised concerns that the technology could be used to facilitate human rights violations against Palestinians. In turn, they already fucking them up. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Internal Google documents obtained in 2024 revealed that the company's own lawyers and consultants have concerns about this possibility even before the deal was finalized. Okay, listen to this bullshit, and then we'll go into the next thing. Google maintains that Project Nimbus, and I'm pretty sure there's some etymology and some mythology and some pedophile shit behind Nimbus, because I just remember Nimbus from fucking, that was Goku's whip. That was Goku's Uber. The flying Nimbus. But all of these words, man, they all mean, it's a deeper meaning behind all of this shit. So they said, maintain that Project Nimbus is for commercial cloud by Israeli government ministries and is not directed at highly sensitive, classified, or military workloads involving weapons or intelligence. Right. All right. So there's that. Whatever the fuck. Look into it if you want. Who gives a fuck? Look at this. $45 million propaganda deal. A September 2025 report confirmed a 6-month, $45 million contract between Google and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, signed in June 2025. The agreement funds a digital advertising campaign to promote Israeli state messaging, including the denial of famine in Gaza. Okay, it just sound like it really, what it sounds like is they putting up that paper. That's your paper, by the way. All the money that you not getting paid from your job that they taking at the end of the fucking, every paycheck and at the end of the fucking year, there you go. There it is right there. There it is. They steal your money and then use it to keep you enslaved and program the people. They steal your money. They steal your money and then use your money to program and keep the people you love brainwashed. You know? And we allow this to happen because we don't get off our fucking ass and go build our own fucking world. It's right there. You feel me? Not allowed to play this. I'm going to get in trouble.
25 left, as Mark pointed out, the longest runway at LAX, the one they want to use for emergency landings if they can. Here it comes in now, this JetBlue flight.
Oh, never mind. I thought that was something else. He said, when the devil can't reach you, he sends you a girl whose name has 2 A's and ends in the ah sound. That's a fact. And the sound. That's a fact. When the devil can't reach you, he gonna fucking possess everybody you love around you until he could fucking break your soul down, bro. You fucking weirdos, man. If I don't fuck with you, don't watch my channel. Stop being a fucking goofy. If I don't fuck with you in real life and I told you I don't fuck with you, stop stalking me. I'll beat your ass. And Lego Batman. Fucking weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Let me see.
All these satellite camps, including Auschwitz, and they died not of gassing. There was not a single gas chamber in all.
Can't play that. Look. There you go. There you go. There you go. They had Charlie Kirk. Look, they got Obama. There you go. Huh. Come on, man.
Where is the Qaeda?
You see that new 9/11?
How about Al
This
Qaeda?
nigga here, he don't even look real, bro. This nigga look like he wearing a whole mask.
Humans and other animals in vaccines is to trigger an autoimmune reaction. Now I'm going to set this up for everybody. I feel sick. This is to make you aware.
In a
This is the
yarmulke.
autoimmune industry complex. Inject the
I can't play that.
Ran for president. They had 3 debates. Nobody said, "What are you going to do when the twin trade towers come down and the Pentagon's bombed?" When the
Members of Congress are actively being blackmailed. The Epstein playbook is being used on a daily basis. Jeffrey Epstein was not a financier. He was not a hedge fund manager. Jeffrey Epstein was a key player in a multi-decade blackmail operation against the most powerful people on the planet.
Going back to Vietnam, Vietnam doesn't have anything. There's no such thing as autism in 1975, year 2000, year 2001. There's no such thing.
Unfortunately, I think this is just the beginning.
The world today has.
See, I can't. I'm scared to play any of this shit. I'm scared to play this shit. Like dead ass. I'm like, well, I'm fucked. We're cooked. We're cooked if we play any of this shit. Oh, fuck. You can say pray for Ariana Grande. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here, man. Here he is. This is the dude that I was looking for. This hoe ass nigga right here. This nigga right here. This hoe ass nigga. Always wearing a mask, fucking pussy.
First of all, Charlie had a
7th generation Illuminati. The Charlie Kirk hit looks like Black Ops. Who gives a fuck?
I come to you tonight as the harbinger of death. So like many of you, I've been watching all of the information. I've been talking to some special ops friends of mine, and there's a particularly strange set of events behind this that are really...
Can y'all hear this shit?
Officially turned on the Trump administration around the Epstein files. He'd also completely reversed his Zionistic approach to the treatment of Israel, AIPAC, and all of that stuff. He was basically going against the party line. Okay, that's A. B, there was almost perfect setup here, the way this thing went down, in that the shot goes off, everybody scatters, and immediately somebody is taken down as the perp, right? This person was George Zinn, a political gadfly, right-wing libertarian type who has a criminal arrest record, is constantly at public political events. It just looks really weird, and it wasn't the guy. Generally, in official operations, this is the patsy, right? This is the guy that allows the other guy to get away. Then this, I want you to watch this, and I'm going to dig into this a little bit.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America
Okay, so that was clearly a hand gesture, but watch what this is followed with.
over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Let me show this in slow motion.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
I mean, get him.
Clearly a succinct hand gesture, and I have it on good authority that the first gesture, the cap in the ear, is sniper ready, and the second hand gesture, the push-pull action, is fire at will. The Chinese curse really applies here. May you live in interesting times. Peace, blessings, and shine the fuck on.
Right? So, like, this video, for example, This is one of these niggas that I'm like, yo, I can't stand these motherfucking people, man. You know what I'm saying? Because who cares? This video got 38,000 likes. I can't even see how many views it got. It got 3,000 comments. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Epstein been dead for how many years, bro? This is what I'm saying. Epstein been dead. Can somebody tell me how many fucking years Epstein's been dead? It had to be like, what, 5-6 years? He's been dead. And now Charlie Kirk just want to come out and say something? Niggas, you never notice how these people don't never say nothing when it matters? These people don't never say nothing when it matters. They don't never stand up when it matters. They too busy collecting their paychecks and shit. You know, and it be the people in the comment section. You know what I mean? Like, these are useless rabbit holes because it's done with. It's over with. They want you to feel like, you know, this is attack on you. If they can censor Trump, they can censor you. If they can ban Trump, they can ban you. If they can kill Charlie Kirk, they can kill you and get away with it. That's all this is. That's a psychological programming. But the thing is, they can't. They can, but they can't. That's the thing. You know, because you're an immortal light being. So the only people that's scared of death are pussy. The only people that's scared of death are just real low vibrational people. Let's have a real conversation. You know what I mean? That's it. Like, I'm not even dead yet. I'm not even dead yet. And I'm already detached from this realm. 100%. 100%. I have nothing that I'm holding on to. But that's the problem. And that's why a lot of people, a lot of truth seekers don't come together. Because everybody holding on to some shit that in reality is worthless. It's not, you know what I mean? Yeah, but this whole ass nigga, man, he be talking 234 fucking subscribers. 234,000 subscribers. Lord have mercy, bro.
I am going to tell you a story, and this is a two-parter, so when I'm ready to tell the rest of it, I'm going to reference this story, and you got to go back and watch it. So, Aleister Crowley was a Hermetic magician, practitioner, who had become a prominent member of the Golden Dawn, which a lot of people consider that a graduating element after you complete your Freemasonry work. All right, so I'm back. What's up, everybody? It's Angel Dust. I am going to tell you a story, and this is a two-parter, so when I'm ready to tell the rest of it, I'm going to reference this story, and you got to go back and watch it. So, Aleister Crowley was a Hermetic magician, practitioner, who had become a prominent member of the Golden Dawn.
Hey, real quick, y'all. Here you go. That's the Gang Stalker, by the way.
Crazy right, which a lot of people think, you're not supposed to do that, it's kind of dangerous, where he wants to meet his guardian angel. I'm not going to name it. And you have to have a very specific situation. You have to have all these things in place. So he buys this house. He offers way above market value for the house. The seller doesn't want to sell it, but they sell it. And it's actually on Loch Ness, where they later discovered the Loch Ness Monster. And the house is haunted. And the house has been haunted for hundreds of years. So he buys this haunted house, and he starts doing this right. And at one point, you're supposed to summon all of these entities. So he summons all these entities into this house, and he describes the room as being black. No matter how much light he lets in, this room is black with this dark energy. So in the middle of the rite, he's called to Paris to intervene because his mentor is being persecuted by the Golden Dawn. He doesn't follow any of the protocols. He leaves the fucking portal open, does not banish any of the spirits, and never comes back to the house. Well, guess who buys it? Jimmy fucking Page. Story will pick up next time. And yes, my family's involved. What's up, everybody? It's Angel Dust.
It's sad, bro. Like, damn, you really gotta fucking sell your soul, bro? You really gotta fucking sell your soul to a fucking demon? just to fucking, you know what I'm saying, make a couple dollars, make a couple of dollars. You know what I mean? Shit is whack, bro. Yeah, bro. You know how many, like, if I just, like, started fucking my gang stalkers, you know how many bitches I would have fucked? Like, you know how many demonic bitches I would have fucking put dick in if I just said, fuck this, I'm gonna just start fucking my gang stalkers. I had a gang stalker this morning, bro. I took a shit at Starbucks this morning. Starbucks, shout out W Starbucks, bro. They got nice clean bathroom. They got the old-fashioned faucets where you can actually lift the shit up. It's not electronic and fucking dog shit. And they got nice toilet paper, nice, like, I think maybe it's like 3-ply, might be 3-ply. And then when you flush the toilet, it's all strong. The pressure is strong shit. You ain't got to worry about clogging the toilet because I use a lot of toilet paper. Because I wipe my ass to the white meat. Respect, you know what I'm saying? Like, no diddy. I wipe my ass to the white meat. You understand? But when I wipe my asshole till I see bone gristle. You know, anyway, so this morning I'm sitting in my car and then the fucking gang stalker bitch opens the door next to me. She had more than enough room to open her car door and get her dumb ass in her car. She gonna open the door, swing the door open, and hit my fucking door. And I'm like, all right, I just put my hand up and I'm like, go ahead, bitch. Go ahead. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Just leave. You know what I mean? And I'm like, go ahead. You lucky it's a piece of shit. If it wasn't, might have had to fucking do something to you. Might have had to do something strange to you. In Batman, Lego Batman. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, these motherfucking gang stalkers, bro. I'll tell you one thing, bro. I'll never be lonely, my nigga. Oh, that nigga leaving now. Why you leaving now? But why you leaving now, though? But why you leaving now, though? Yo, I tell you, every time I start talking about him, it's like, oh shit. Every time, I swear to God, every time I put the camera on him, every time I put the camera on a gang stalker, they dip out. Every time, dog. It never fails. It never fucking fails. Like, holy smokes, our cover is blown, Batman. Fucking loser. I don't care what nobody say, man. That shit is very real. You know what I mean? Shit, y'all. This is some bullshit, man. This is some bullshit.
Hey, what up, everybody? It's Angel Dust. I've been wanting to talk to you about this for a while now, and I feel like today is the day. Sorry, guys. Trump didn't survive an assassination attempt. He pulled off a brilliant and incredibly effective publicity stunt, and I can prove it. Trump said, and I quote, "The bullet pierced the upper part of his right ear." Let's be clear. A 5.56 NATO round fired from 130 yards away travels at 3,000 feet per second. I spoke directly to my special forces buddies who maintained that the round used would have shred flesh, fractured bone, and left a substantial crater. But there's no hole, no swelling. This is not survivable without any real damage. And no Secret Service reaction for 5 seconds. This was not a failed assassination. This was a successful setup. Trump didn't duck. He didn't run. Instead, against Secret Service protocol, they let him get up. He faced the camera, raised his fist, and yelled, "Fight," like he was on WrestleMania. That's not instinct. That's direction. Real assassination attempts create total chaos. You watch Reagan's, Ford's, even JFK's. What about when the man in the blue blazer grabbed the press corps and moved them into the line of fire for the photo op? Have you seen that? This was rehearsed. Now let's talk data. Before the shooting, Trump was eating shit in the polls, especially with independents coming in at around 40%. But after the shooting, he jumped up to over 50%. And in some swing states, he made double-digit gains overnight. It's not coincidence, it's narrative control. He needed a reset, and this gave him the hero arc that he needed, because he couldn't win on his own record. If Trump were truly a threat to the system, he'd be gone. But as MAGA and independents alike are now learning, he is the system. And this attempt was just the performance of a man who ran out of policy and needed mythology. So this wasn't an attack. It was a story written and directed by the deep state and starring Donald Trump. Don't fall for it. Tag someone who still thinks this is real. Let's talk fact.
that you have to defend himself. Oh, never.
God must be with you, all of you.
Closer. Much money is lost through sending gold by coach from one country to another. In times of war, it is seized by the enemy. In times of peace, by thieves. You are 5 brothers. I want you each to start a banking business in a different country. One to go and open a house in Paris, one in Vienna, one in London. Choose the most important centers. In your day, there will be many wars in Europe. And nations that have money to transport will come to the Rothschilds because it will be safe. You must stand by one another. No one brother must be allowed to fail while another brother succeeds. Your 5 banking houses may cover Europe, but you will be one firm, one family. The Rothschilds, who work always together.
And that's why niggas ain't shit. And that's why niggas ain't shit. Cause one thing them motherfuckers gonna do, they gonna stay on cold. What niggas gonna do? You ask a nigga for a ride to the store 2 blocks away. What that nigga gonna do? What that nigga gonna do? You can ask a nigga for a ride 3 blocks down the street. What that nigga gonna say before you get out the car? What that nigga gonna say? I'ma wait. I'll wait. Damn, bro, my fucking allergies, man. That nigga gonna be like, that Negro gonna be like, he said, let me hold 20. that nigga gonna be like, so you ain't gonna give me no gas money? And then that nigga gonna hold that nigga, he gonna hold that shit against you for the rest of your life. He gonna tell his grandkids, bro, yeah, I done drove this raggedy nigga, and he gonna lie, I done drove this raggedy nigga all around town. Nigga, you drove me 3 blocks, bro. I could have walked, but my feet was tired. I got this plantar fasciitis. I thought you was my brother. Yeah, he gonna tell his grandchildren, this piece of shit, freeloading motherfucker. No hairline ass nigga. Like, yeah, I drove this nigga around town all day. You know, this nigga he had the nerve. He ain't even throw me no money for gas. Grandkids gonna hate you. You don't even know why. Shit, that's black people. That's black people in a nutshell, man. Black people fucking suck. Can we just keep it a buck? Black people fucking suck. See? So I keep it fair. I tell the truth about white people. I tell the truth about black people and everything else in between. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of these fucking Mexicans being everywhere. I'm tired of these Mexicans. I went to Five Guys. Five Guys is an American burger establishment. Why the fuck is it nothing but Mexicans working at Five Guys? This don't even look right, y'all. This don't even look right. It's supposed to be a blonde head white bitch behind the counter taking my order, and then some motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, white kids from in college or some shit, or teenagers making my burgers. What the fuck? Every restaurant they got taken over by fucking Mexicans and immigrants, bro. I'm like, where the fuck are Americans at anymore? Where are Americans at? Oh, Americans is too busy on the internet arguing with each other. Americans is too busy on the internet. Americans don't even go to work no more. Americans just be on the internet arguing with each other. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable, dog. know one thing. I'm tired. Okay? I'm tired, boss. You understand? I'm tired. For real. This my nigga right here. This my nigga. My fucking Mount Rushmore. Man. My fucking Mount Rushmore. A niggas that just told the truth and didn't care. Patrice O'Neal. I can only think of two people right now. Patrice O'Neal. I'm gonna give y'all the rest. This guy is right up there with him.
What's interesting about assassination? You know what's interesting about assassination? Well, not only does it change those popularity polls in a big fucking hurry, but it's also interesting to notice who it is we assassinate. Do you ever notice who it is? Stop to think of who it is we kill. It's always people who've told us to live together in harmony and try to love one another. Jesus, Gandhi, Lincoln, John Kennedy, Bobby Kennedy, Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, John Lennon. They all said, try to live together peacefully. Bam! Right in the fucking head. Assassination. You know what?
Based upon this book, right? Yeah, that's right. This book, Schindler's List. Now, as Mr. Zundel said, this book is a work of fiction. Yeah. Then, Mr. Zundel, you pointed out to me in so many places, and if you don't mind, I'm just going to take the liberty to read part of it here. This book, in the beginning, in the back, and front cover, says this is a work of fiction. Now, think what that... Well, let me read it to you here. This is in the very front cover. It says, this book is a work of fiction. Names, characters, places, and incidents are either products of the author's imagination or are used fictitiously. Now, I'm going to let that soak in, friends. That's right out of the book here. Schindler's List. It also says this. It says, any resemblance to actual events or locales or persons, living or dead, is entirely coincidental. Now imagine, we've got in America today this Schindler's List being shown to school children as if it's the truth, and the author right away says, hey, this whole thing is imagination. We made it up. It's fiction.
Yeah, we have governors of states like New Jersey and California actually decreeing that school students must go and see the film. They have over 30,000 teaching guides already shipped out. It is an amazing thing to me that we are trying to teach our children about a historical event, alleged historical event, based on a prize-winning novel.
Well, let me read another one in the back. Let me give you another one here. It says, in addition to Schindler's List, which won the book's prize, and the LA Times book award for fiction. So, here we have a film, ladies and gentlemen, Schindler's List, being shown to our school children as truth, when it's based on the book that says this is a work of fiction. In other words, it's not true. Film.
What happened? It was an explosion. It was in the lobby, and the third explosion, the whole lobby collapsed on us.
What was it like?
Horrible. It's horrible. The whole building just collapsed on us inside the lobby.
Was that a secondary explosion?
Yes, it was.
That was the plan, probably?
Yeah, definitely a secondary explosion. Because we was inside waiting to go upstairs. And on the way upstairs, the whole fucking plane blew. And we just collapsed on everybody inside the lobby.
Similar to the first tower coming down, secondary?
I don't know about the first one, but I know the second one, it was terrible. Then there was a third one, too, after that one. That's right. Everybody was inside the building, waiting to go upstairs. And they just let loose. Everything just let loose inside the building.
Who's there? Who knows the first two laws that Hitler imposed?
That's all about that.
You see that new 9/11 footage? Yeah. That shit's crazy. That's weird. Why would that?
Israel will have an absolute enormous amount on Trump. He was so bankrupt, in for $1 billion. Wilbur Ross came in, still working for the Rothschilds at the time, organized 72 banks to bail out Trump. Trump is who Trump is because of that.
Does David Icke get pussy? Like, does David, respectfully, Does David Icke get hoes? Like, does he get like conspiracy bitches? Like, or he gotta pay for pussy? Cause this nigga gotta pay for pussy face.
Trump is who Trump is because of that bailout. Sheldon Adelson and Miriam Adelson has given him $100 million for this election campaign. The strings of this, Donny, moved the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Done. The Golan Heights of Syria becoming Israeli territory. Done. There's a location in Golan Heights now called Trump Heights in appreciation. Part of that.
Nobody want to talk about that.
Reported in the Jewish press, Trump at some point in his presidency will sanction the Israeli annexation of the West Bank. And they've got most of it now anyway. And so you've got the blackmail, you've got the fact that he's beholden to them because they saved his backside. And you put that lot together, and it's no surprise, is it, that he does whatever Israel tells it. The deep state wasn't vanquished when Trump came to power, just changed his personnel. Israel will have an...
There it is. And these stupid motherfuckers. And these stupid motherfuckers talking about make America great again. And these stupid motherfuckers is talking about Donald Trump this and Donald Trump that. You don't even know what the hell is going on, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. I got shit to do. Today was trash. Today was fucking trash, man. Today fucking sucked dick. But y'all let me know, man. This is a fucking whack ass fucking simulator. This round, bro. I'm over it. I'm over it, bro. So I'm gonna catch y'all in the next